Hi, this is Anil with a video tutorial for the Learning Lab on C programming. So in this video tutorial we're gonna see how we can rename a file in C using the rename function. So first we're gonna see the syntax of this rename function. So I have written the syntax here. As you can see, as a parameters, this rename function takes the old file name or the name of the file which we want to rename, and then the new name for that file. And as you can see, this rename function returns an integer value. So if this rename function returns a 0, which means that this function has successfully renamed the file, and if it returns any non-zero value, which means that there was some errors while renaming the file. So first we're gonna save this file. So it's gonna be save as, and I'm gonna save it in my desktop inside this C programming folder, and I'm gonna call it as rename, and make sure that you have this extension as C source files and save it. So now inside this C programming folder I want to create a file which is a text file, and I'm gonna name it as anil.txt. So as you can see here, properties, the name of the file is Anil and the type of the file is txt. Now in this rename.c we're gonna use this rename function and rename that anil.txt with some other name. So we're gonna use this rename function inside our if condition. It's gonna be if, it's gonna be rename, and as a parameters we have to pass two arguments. First argument is gonna be the name of the file we want to rename. It's gonna be anil.txt. That's this file. So I'm gonna type anil.txt, and then the new name that we want to give to this anil.txt. This time we're gonna name it as rashmit.txt. So if this rename function successfully renames this file, then it's gonna return a 0. So we're gonna check that by using this comparison operator. So if this rename of anil.txt with rashmit.txt returns a 0, then we're gonna say file was renamed successfully. So we're gonna use this puttest function, and we're gonna say file renamed successfully, else we're gonna use this puttest function again, and we're gonna say error while renaming the file. So now I'm gonna save it, and before running this program, I just want to show you in this C programming directory or the folder we have anil.txt, and once we run this program, it's gonna rename that file to rashmit.txt. So when I run this program, it says file renamed successfully, and I'm gonna open up the folder. So as you can see here, we don't have anil.txt here, we have rashmit.txt. So when I open this file, it's just an empty file. That's because anil.txt was an empty file before. So if you have any contents in that anil.txt, then the contents will not be changed, only the name of the file will be changed. And the last thing I want to teach you is, if you don't have this anil.txt inside this folder here, then this rename function is going to return some non-zero value, and this else part will be executed. So here I just want to delete this rashmit.txt, and now we don't have anil.txt here. So when I run this program, it says error while renaming the file. That's because we don't have this anil.txt inside the folder where this rename.c is present. So as you can see here, no file with the name of anil.txt. That's why this rename function returns some non-zero value. That's why our else part is executed. So this is it. This is how you can rename a file using rename function in C. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next tutorial.